What's up, guys? So yesterday I was helping somebody with their account and we were doing tag team arena stuff, and I got some inspiration or strategy that I think might work in live arena for my account. I actually did couple test fights and I was gonna plan to make the video about it later, testing this more in detail, but then I was like, fuck it, let's just play for now. And I had kind of mixed results, but one of these fights, I think, yeah, the first one I screwed it up. I used my skills on like wrong timing. I think that fight would have been fine, but basically I'm gonna pick Kaimar and use Taltos and Rotos every time. And I built it in a resistance build, so I think it will be a bit better than it used to be. I've been thinking for a while that how can I use the change to Polymorph in live arena, and I think this strategy might be pretty annoying, but let's actually try it in practice. So this time I'm not gonna go with UDK and Helicat. Maybe some fights if I want to do a different team, but I'm not planning to do it a lot today. Who do I want to open? Let's just go with Nakarada and Rotos as my first two picks, which is kind of weird. But basically the idea with this strategy is that usually I have the dilemma that enemy bans my Rotos and then my second nuker doesn't have enough damage to kill the enemy team. But this time I'm gonna pick Kaimar with Taltos every time, and Kaimar is not gonna get buttered by Polymorph like he used to be, not as much at least, because he's in resistance and most champions will not polymorph him unless they have 6-star polymorph, and he will also reset the cooldowns. So actually, yeah, let's go with Arbiter in this one. He will reset the cooldown, so it will give me more damage to finish fights with Taltos, and of course he does the buff strips. So even if they do ban my Rotos, I should have enough damage or more damage than I normally do, and I will kind of have a speed threat and be annoying to the enemy team. Also, I think I will go either with Arbiter or Duchess, but in this comp I might use Arbiter more than I use like typically. And it's also good because enemy teams often pick my Duchess, so this kind of gives me more options. And with Arbiter here as well, if the enemy, like whoever they ban, I have speed aura, so I can threaten them with that. And if they do ban my Duchess or Arbiter, which I think some people will do, but I will still have kind of fast Kaimar trying to sleep and buff strip the enemy, and then I might just clean the enemy team with double nukers. It's definitely not going to be 100% win rate, but maybe it will work better than my current strategy, so I'm gonna give it a go. Who do I want to ban here? I think either the Ukko or Helicat, but I'm actually gonna ban the Helicat. It's kind of weird team. I don't know why I forgot this champion's name. I don't know why he picked that champion. Did he accidentally pick something wrong, or what happened there? But yeah, maybe this will go horribly wrong, we shall see, but the couple fights that I tested looked promising, so I hope this will work out. Also, good thing here is that when I have Arbiter and Kaimar together, I will have tons of turn meter boost in my team, so I will definitely lap them a good amount. And as you can see, this time when he's not going with Siphi, my Kaimar is actually gonna go first and likely sleep at least a couple of them. Two of them is... what? That went kind of the opposite way I was expecting, but I guess now we know why he's using that champion, because he's actually using a resistance build Duchess, which of course means that it's less tanky than usual Duchess builds, which totally is fine to me, to be honest. I hope my Taltos has enough damage to one-shot this Ukko, but it might be kind of close. Okay, not even close. And I think the medium speed Nakarada might be decent in... oh, I wasn't expecting the Duchess to die. I was kind of hoping to get extra turn, to be honest, but the medium speed yeah, let's just go for reset. The medium speed Necret is also gonna spam his abilities, especially considering that I have both cooldown resets and tons of turn meter boost, so I think this will be kind of active team. And in the couple fights that I did, I had fairly fast wins, or like a lot faster than my typical fights, so that will be nice side benefit as well. But usually I'm much more passive and I'm trying to tank the enemy team out and doing like 10 to 20 minute fights and hoping that eventually I will have enough damage to kill him. But now I'm using more typical like offensive speed team that either I die at the start or I'm gonna finish him fairly fast. And I'm not saving any like revives here, I'm just going for full turn meter boost and trying to kill them and make them lose the turn meter on the nukers and just trying to control the fight. But this fight isn't going as good as I was hoping it to go, but maybe we will still get it. As you can see, the Candy isn't really getting a lot of opportunities to deal damage because I'm constantly spamming my cooldowns. I wasn't expecting a lot out of the new champion, but I guess it is tanky and does have heals, so it's proving to be surprisingly annoying. Also, I guess Ukko is one of those champions that he might have enough accuracy to... I'm pretty sure it wasn't a 6-star, yeah. Even without 6-star polymorph, but my Kaimar is in like 450 resistance. It's kind of mixed between many things that it's like 250 speed, 450 resistance and 400 accuracy. And it's also decently tanky, so that in fights where I might not pick Staldos, my Necret will protect Arbiter instead of Kaimar, but I might change it later. Maybe I will make him a bit faster, we will see. But yeah, if he just kills my Arbiter, the fight is over, so he's using the more typical style of team that I use, that it's very tanky and passive, while I'm using this hyper offensive team. I mean, hyper offensive for my standards. I mean, it's not like I'm using Charge It and double turn meter booster that people often use against me, but it's kind of closest to that which like my account can do. So I think we might be able to get it finally. We just need to kill the Duchess once and then we should have it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. It was 7 in Swift Parry. I like his team. I mean, seeing the new champion, I don't even recall what's its name because I guess it's Olga, I think. I consider it a PvE champion. It does have the skill that it increases the resistance in your team. And I think he was probably actually using it for that ability with the resistance Duchess, but it's not very typical champion that you see in PvP. I actually did build this at the end of the last fusion, just for the faction wars, and that's it. Faction wars and champion training event. But I wasn't really planning to try it in PvP at all. Unless something changes, I don't see it being that good. But that fight, oh fuck. That fight, the enemy team wasn't the toughest. I mean, it was good team in a sense, but it was kind of weird. It could have been worse than a fluke, so let's do more fights with this and see how it goes. I think I could go with Duchess as well instead of Arbiter. I should try both of them. But I do think the massive turn meter boost from Arbiter combined with the cooldown reset is kind of good combination, so maybe Arbiter is actually better in this than Duchess. Or if the enemy is using a tanky team, maybe Arbiter is better, but maybe if they are using more offensive squishy team, then maybe Duchess is better. But I still want to go with Nekret and Rotos in this team, and I think the other champions are kind of ones that people rarely pick, so I like to pick these two first. I mean, I literally did those couple fights that I showed before this, so it's not like I did massive amount of testing with this team comp. I just kind of thought about it a couple hours ago. Basically, somebody needed help for Tag Team Arena, and he had 2 Kaimars on his account, and I told him that he should use both of them. He was just using the other one, but he should also use the other one in his Tag Team Arena defense, because I think people will hit him less if he has multiple of those speed threats. I guess we ended up using Ukko actually, and not 2 Kaimars, but it's kind of similar deal. Okay, another weird team. This isn't the most scariest team, and I'm hoping that the same team can fairly easily own this. One difference I could do that. Let's actually go with Duchess this time. Or, actually, well yeah, let's do it. I think I can do it either way, because if he does pick something like Siphi, I could just ban Ukko. But the one thing that I was concerned is that his Ukko places block buffs on me. Like if he bans the Nekret and I don't have any bolster, but since I can anybody I want, I don't think it's issue, but let's try with Duchess one fight. Maybe this is way worse, it's good to test it. Anyway, I'm a bit more animated than usual because I was gonna go sleep and then I was like, fuck it, I wanna play live arena now and test this video. So I'm enjoying this energy drink, and this sometimes happens that I'm normally way more calm and then I get ultra animated when I go for the energy drinks or coffee. Yeah, this doesn't look super threatening, but surprisingly often I lose to those Lydia opponents that I'm not really scared of, but they end up being very annoying to me. I think if I want to play it safe here, I should just ban the Candy. But let's just ban the Python and maybe we can do very fast fight against this guy. I think now the Kaimar is gonna be the fastest champion in the team, so it's kind of interesting combination. I'll show the Kaimar build after this fight. I might change it though, but this is what I'm testing on it right now. Yeah, the Ukko was faster, not surprising, but shouldn't be so. Nice, like Candy and Ukko can of course get weak hit by Kaimar, so they can often not get slept, but I think since he did get slept, I think the fight is pretty much over at this point. I mean, he's gonna get the revive, but I don't think, especially now when I'm... Oh, why didn't he go for the revive? Especially now when I'm with Duchess instead of Arbiter, it might not be as fast win, but this is definitely not gonna make comeback at this point, even if he does make a revive. That Lydia is getting polymorphed so hard. Also, just so you know, when Lydia is polymorphed, her passive doesn't proc, so if you use Lydia a lot in arena, you can definitely use accuracy, but you want to heavily consider if you want to use accuracy at all, or then you need to be careful what skills you use and against what champions. But if you use some kind of offense teams in classic arena, like with Turvold and Nekret, you need to be very careful because you can lose like fights if you fail it, or if you get like polymorphed. Rat Panda. I don't know if that's just like a random name or it's a reference to some current events, but let's not talk about that. There was some. I guess I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. there was some, like, people always, like the PvP players in this game, they always like to make drama about everything. But some big player whose name you might guess from this, you might not, but they might potentially be quitting the game and doing something bad with their account, so lots of people were talking about it today. I'm not 100% convinced that it's actually gonna happen, because the same player has talked about the same thing many times before and it hasn't happened, but who knows. Not that it doesn't really matter to me, but it's just of course everybody's talking about it. I definitely want to pick Rotos early on, but do I need to pick anybody else early? I don't think I should go for the Arbiter or Duchess pick just yet. Let's just go for the Kaimar. Should I go for the Kaimar, because then they might change their team? Let's go for Stallos. I think I'm gonna pick Nekret and Rotos as my first two ones, but I'm not sure which one I should do after that. I probably should pick the Kaimar as my last pick or second last pick, just so that the enemy doesn't know what's coming, and they might rely a lot on buffs and so on. Or like they might go with something like Mortu if I pick Kaimar and Staldos, so probably Kaimar should be last pick. I think this is not the worst team, but it's still a pretty tough team, and I think this is a good test to see how this works. Not sure if we want to go with Arbiter or Duchess, but let's actually go with the Arbiter. I use Arbiter pretty rarely, considering it's a great champion, but it's because I don't have Siphi and I don't have insanely fast gear, so if you go on a full speed team in live arena, you generally need to have 2 speed boosters, because otherwise, if you lose always when you go second, enemy's just gonna ban one of them and win often. What do I want to do here? I probably could just ban one of the revivers. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting him to ban Staldos. I don't think I'm gonna see anybody ban Staldos, so I will probably have easier time finishing this team if I ban the Python. I mean, UDK and Harima of course affect everybody's damage, but Staldos isn't really affected by them like Krotos, so they are kind of not wasted picks, but they are a lot less threatening to me now. So everybody in his team is Force Affinity, so I don't know if I'm gonna get any sleeps with this A2, but it might not really matter a lot in this fight. Okay, 2 out of 2 is totally fine. Actually, it's both of the nukers, so if my Staldos goes before them, it might not do anything, but I don't think it really matters anyway. And the good thing here is that I do have the Nekret with Bolster. Maybe that's why sometimes I might need to go with Duchess if they pick Ukko. But since I do have Bolster, he can place block buffs on me, which means that Staldos is still gonna do a decent amount of damage. Not quite enough to one-shot the candy. Damn, a little bit more damage would be helpful. I actually could change the masteries on my Staldos, because I don't think he has the mastery that gives 8% damage for the first hit, but I need to think about it after this video. Oh yeah, let's show the builds after this fight. But so far it's going pretty well. These are probably not the top teams that you see, or they are definitely not the top teams that you see in live arena, but it's in big part because I was kind of having, like, doing summer things, not really playing live arena or raid in general. I was just fishing and drinking and doing typical, like, summer things. At which fight did I start on the video? Yeah, I think we're at 3-0 now. These other fights are the couple that I did testing before this. But so far it seems very good, and maybe you might consider trying something like this, or thinking if there is anything that you can do with the polymorph change on your account, like some kind of resistance accuracy build with some CC champions, like maybe Ukko or Kaimar. But I think for Ukko it's probably a bit harder to build him, because you want, of course, speed, accuracy and resistance, but you also want him in stun set, so it's kind of hard to build him properly with all those requirements. I think it's a lot easier to do that on Kaimar, and then the Kaimar cooldown reset gives me a lot of damage, but maybe there's something else with your account that you can do with Ukko or somebody else. Let's show it from the Helicat website. I was trying to start recording and my video was a bit laggy. I don't know why, but I had to restart, so I'm probably gonna have like 200 million pages popping out when I open it. Okay, here we go. But yeah, this is subject to change, but the important part you need to have is, like, if you're trying to build some debuff champions to not get polymorphed, I think maybe something around like 400 plus resistance is what you want, because I mentioned it many times before, but the way accuracy and resistance are calculated in this game, they are not weighed equally. So if enemy has 42 more accuracy, if the enemy has 42 more resistance than you have accuracy, so let's say that you have 300 accuracy and they have 342 resistance, at that point it's 50-50, so you need to have a good amount of more resistance than accuracy if you want to win. And typically, if enemy has some supports that are not built in accuracy, I think at most you can expect them to be around 300 plus accuracy, but no support that isn't actually built in accuracy is gonna be like 400 plus. Only something like Ukko might be in 400 plus accuracy with polymorph, but something like UDK or Necret is definitely not gonna have that amount of accuracy, so 400 plus should be pretty safe. And it just has decent amount of accuracy, not very high amount, but hopefully enough to sleep. Like, it's definitely enough to sleep nukers, and that's about it. If somebody's actually built in resistance, it's definitely not enough, and I'm not even trying to have it enough. And then it's also a bit tanky on the side. Actually, I can show the Arbiter build as well. That one I didn't change, it's the same one that I always used. I don't really have any... Oh fuck, I didn't show it on the video, fuck. So yeah, it's in stone skin. I don't have a lot of speed gear, so I'm not even going all in on speed, but it's kind of past stone skin speed gear. That is semi-tanky. I will show the other gear again, sorry for screwing it up. I always forgot to do that. I'm not really a proper content creator in that sense. Yeah, here's the build, like 250 speed, 370 accuracy and 450 resistance with 70k HP and 4.3k defense in 6-piece stone skin. You could totally do 4-piece as well. It's not that big deal. But I thought that I might as well go for 6-piece. And this is kind of subject to change. This is more like an idea that I'm testing. It's not something that I have really like huge experience of doing. I had the idea and this video is about seeing it if it works. Because the Helicat strategy isn't gonna be as good as it used to be. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we will save the Kymar for last pick, and this is again like the good thing for me about this team comp is that they have the Duchess, and I of course don't have Siphi, and I'm heavily reliant on getting the Duchess normally. And when there's so many popular champions that I use that I really need, like Protoss, UDK, Helicat, Necret, Duchess, some of them are gonna be picked almost every fight. Often half of them are picked. And this team uses many champions that are not very popular, so it might give me some help in that way. Though I guess it's the same thing as with the Helicat strategy, that if I do well with this team, probably this team will also be more popular, so I will have to mix it up in future again if this works. Yeah, I'm thinking I should just ban the Duchess. I think I'm gonna lap this team pretty heavily if I don't let him have the Duchess. And of course Taltos is gonna weak hit on Duchess, so it's not his favorite opponent either. So far so good, but I don't want to get too excited because I've had many videos where I start off well and then I get destroyed in the end, like the last video. Damn, is the video lagging again? I don't know what's causing this bug, fuck. This wasn't happening to me before. If I click on my second screen, the lagging stops, but then if I click on my main screen, it starts lagging a bit again. If anybody knows what's causing this, then tell me, because this wasn't happening before and I don't know how to fix this. It's not unbearable, but it's annoying us. And definitely hurts the video quality. Fuck. Oh, I was looking at it too much and it already did the turn. Damn it, I was hoping for this to be a good video, but now I finally noticed that the quality is a bit lacking. Oh yeah, let's fix that screen as well. It's not lagging that much, but I can definitely see that it doesn't lag at all if I click on my second screen, but when I click on my main screen, it starts to lag again. Let's not do the cooldown reset just yet. Let's save it for one turn. This team is kind of tanky, so looks like this wasn't as easy as the other ones, and I guess my Necret did. Oh fuck. Okay, I guess this is a loss. Damn it. I'm not sure if I can make it anymore. Maybe. It doesn't look too good. Well, at least I banned the Duchess, but maybe I should have banned the Taras after all. And not let him have 2 nukers, but we will see. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to click on the other screen while I'm not doing any moves so that I can get better animations for a few split seconds. Okay, maybe I can still take this even though the Arbiter died. Maybe this fight would have been safer with Duchess. Oh yeah, he picked the Duchess, never mind. Wait, is my animations lagging as well? No, it's fine. It's just the in-game. Fuck. Is there anything that I can do in the in-game settings? The fights are going pretty well, so that I thought that this was gonna be a good video, but then it's doing that. And outside of the fights, it's not lagging at all. It's just during the fights. This has happened to me before, and then it just stopped doing it, and I have no idea why it's doing it now. Does anything else help here? Enable post-processing. Maybe the patch changed some in-game settings. I think I have changed something before that helped me, but I'm not quite sure. I don't really know about this stuff, so let's see if this helps. I guess these are some additional things. I don't know if this is gonna look like crap now, but I just want the animations to not be buggy. We will see. I'm sure maybe somebody knows who's watching. Please, if you know, tell me what I need to do, because this is super annoying. But hopefully, maybe that helps. Maybe I turned off some like animations that are causing some kind of bug with the video, because it's not like actually lagging for me in the game. It's just lagging on the video, and I have no idea why. Let's first pick Necrot. Yeah, I almost went with Rotos, but nah, let's just go with Necrot. If they do pick Rotos, then I will do something else, and Staltus does have good matchup with Rotos, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm not really expecting to get the entire setup in every fight. So maybe I will get it a bit more, because it's kind of weird, uncommon team strategy. Oh, this guy is level 86. Ah, okay, yeah, it's always, when you see somebody like low level, I mean it's kind of, it makes complete, like, it's totally logical, but when you see somebody that is low level, they always have very, like, good champions, so I should have seen the Taras coming. Well, I guess this isn't gonna be the best geared Taras, but I think that's probably gonna be one of the major issues that I will have with this team, that even with Kaimar, I might not have enough damage to kill Taras and Marichka teams, but let's keep going with the same strategy. It is always fun to come up with new things that kind of work in this game. It's definitely like one of the major things that I enjoy in an RPG game like this. But the issue is, and I know that I have mentioned it many times, but Taras and Marichka are so OP that they are kind of killing diversity and making like actual strategies like not worth trying or coming up with anything new, because they are just so much better than anything else, which is very frustrating. Rather than me getting both of them, I just wish they would be removed from the game, honestly. That would be much better. Okay, he picked Mortu, which is kind of interesting. If I go with Kaimar, it's not gonna be very good. And I have to ban the Mortu. The issue is that he has the last pick, and if he goes with Lockout, then that's not good for me. But I think I'm gonna go for it anyway. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, he's level 86, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but this fight does look pretty hard. For some people it might look super easy if you have very insane account, but considering the team that I'm using, I think the Mortu and Taras are pretty scary to me. But yeah, he did go with Lockout. I knew that was coming. Fuck. Well, he did the right choice, so good job, though. I suspect that he might have went with Lockout regardless, because he saved it as the last pick, but basically only thing he needs now is one Peril, and I will lose, because he banned Rotos. I don't think I have good chance against this team. Hopefully, if I get lucky, maybe I can remove the Stone Skin. Oh, it's not in Stone Skin. Maybe I can sleep the Mortu or kill it before it gets a turn, but It's going to be tanky. He does have bolster, so I'm not sure about that. And yeah, I want to sleep him, but I was kind of hoping that some of them, like the Duchess, would cut in, but actually I'm going before everybody in his team, which is a bit annoying. Maybe I will just go for the A1 and maybe try to wait out for their reaction procs in his team. Okay, nice. This time we didn't get feared. All the other fights Nakarada got feared and I didn't get my Arbiter protected. Okay, so the Duchess and Mortu, well, it's kind of course the Mortu is going to be slow, but the Duchess is also pretty slow, so that is important information. It might actually be good for me in this team comp. But yeah, now it's gonna get scary. I need to kill the Mortu fast and I need that it doesn't proc Peril, but I think if he just procs one Peril, then the fight is over at that point. Okay, he didn't proc it, good. Maybe my next AoE can kill it. Hopefully. If I did proc Peril there, I might go for ally attack on him, but for now let's just focus on the Duchess. Wait, does Duchess have Polymorph? It doesn't. Then I can A1 him safely with Nakarada and not worry about Polymorph. Because the Nakarada A1 puts attack down and you don't need accuracy for it, so it can be kind of risky. Do I want to do the turn meter boost here? Because, well, let's just do it. I think I might, yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move before the Mortu now. This is gonna be not good. Maybe that was a mistake. Now I'm gonna do 2 AoEs before it gets a turn. Let's actually reset the cooldowns. I wasn't gonna do it just yet, but I'm gonna do it because I don't want to do another AoE on him, but yeah, damn it. I can also weak hit on it, so yeah. I think I'm just gonna lose this one. He picked very hard team for this specific combi. It's not that scary team otherwise, but the Mortu is really doing a number on me. I don't think he... Oh, he did proc it. Wait, why did he go for the... I think he could have just killed the Staldos, to be honest. I don't know why he did do that. I might actually still have a chance here. I didn't see. Did he proc it now? If he did, maybe he got turn meter because he's pretty high. Fuck. Another AoE. Okay, the moment... Ah, fuck. Fuck me. The moment of the truth and we lost it. I could have won that, but yeah. That I should have just changed my strategy when I saw his team, when I knew that he had the last pick and he could pick lockout. I should just went without... Maybe I should have gone with triple nuker or something else. But I knew the Kaimar was a mistake in that fight and I went for it anyway. Well, I guess next time I know to not do this. But outside of that, it's going pretty well, and I definitely could have won that fight. I mean, he could have had much worse luck with those Peril procs. It's kind of funny that he picks Harima as his first champion, and I'm still gonna pick Rotos, and it makes me look kind of stupid, but that's what I have to do with this account. Oh, I wasn't paying attention if the screen was lagging in the last fight or not. Hopefully it wasn't. Yeah, here he has the Sifi, so it's gonna be a lot different because I think he will definitely move before me, or at least cut in, and then he can also A1 my team, so it complicates things. It's another good matchup to test, I guess. Okay, this looks like a very hard team. I think here I'm probably toast. I don't really see me winning this fight, and I'm pretty heavily locked in my team, so there's no changing anything at this point. Me picking Duchess early on, like usually in my normal fights, is probably a very good thing, because I really need to get the Duchess, but he has a very tanky team, even if I would do well otherwise, but I think my Arbiter is going to die at some point, and I'm definitely not able to end the fight before my Arbiter dies. If I had to guess, he's gonna ban either Necret or Rotos, but maybe he's not gonna ban the Arbiter. Yeah, everybody is going for the Rotos ban. That's why I wanted to try this Kaimar thing, because Staldus doesn't have enough damage, and I desperately need some methods to get more damage into my team. It may be that I never pull a better nuker, so I need to find some other ways. Okay, should I go for the sleep here? I don't really know if the Siphi is gonna move before my Staldus, but I hope it does though. I guess I'll just go for the sleep. Okay, great, it moved before Staldus. So yeah, okay, this is pretty good start. Maybe we can actually win this fight. It didn't do that much damage, but if my Necret doesn't get feared now, I can get... I don't think the Harima can kill Arbiter in one hit, but it shouldn't, right? But if my Necret doesn't get feared... Oh yeah, he's taunted now, but if he didn't get feared, maybe I could have gotten the ally protection on Arbiter, and it would have actually survived one turn, but yeah, now it's not gonna. That's why I was scared of this team comp a lot. Do I even... If I don't do the cooldown reset, I think Kaimar might die before next turn, but let's save it anyway. I don't think I will be able to do this, but I'll have to try. Usually I always use UDK against these type of teams, and it definitely makes sense to do it. I guess I could do this thing with UDK instead of Necret, but I think that... Okay, that's lost. I think that also definitely has very big drawbacks, so... Then my nuker doesn't have immunity. Okay, 2 losses now. There was a bunch of wins earlier, though. These last 2 teams were a lot better because they had Taras, so... Oh, I guess that team had Taras too. I think that one we almost lost as well. Maybe I should try it so that if I get one of those Taras teams, I will go with Helicat. The issue is that Staldus is still not quite enough tanky to take AoE nukes without Necret, so I don't think I really want to blind pick UDK instead of Necret in that team. I think usually it's better to go with Necret, but maybe I should try one fight with UDK. And I definitely need to try it more with Duchess instead of Arbiter. It might not be as offensive early on in the fight, but I will definitely have way better survivability. Maybe this fight we will go with UDK. Like, now we can't go with Necret anyway, so... Now I guess I could go with the Helicat strategy as well, so I kind of have room to go either way, depending what he picks. I hope the last fights go well. I want to get to 3000 points today. Okay, so next 2 picks are definitely going to be nukers, and he's not gonna go with lockout or anything. So I can ban whoever I want. I could ban one of the revivers. I could go with Helicat in this file. Should I do it? I think I'll just go Helicat UDK in this fight. I mean, I could pick Kaimar in this team comp as well as my last champion. I mean, not Helicat UDK, but Rotos and Helicat. Where is Helicat? I'm pretty sure I may have used this exact team before. Some other time when I was testing Kaimar and I was going with Kaimar and Helicat together. Okay, he threw a curveball at us with that more to pick. I think we're gonna ban it, but he's gonna ban my Rotos and I'm not gonna do well against Baron. We're gonna lose this. I don't see how we can... What can we do? I guess I just must... Fuck. Where is the... I couldn't see the Kaimar. Where is it? How... What? Why can't I find the Kaimar? Oh, it's there. Fuck me. I was thinking that I will just let him have the Mortal and Gamble, but he's just gonna... Okay, well, let's try ban the Baron. Yeah, he's just gonna ban my Rotos and... I have to go for, like... I can't kill this team without doing the block damage on Helicat. I guess I can try, but I think if I let him have the Baron, then this team would have won, because as you saw, he banned Rotos and I just wouldn't get turn with my nukers. He has so much heals that I don't really think this is doable without using the block damage, but I also kind of screwed up because I was too slow picking my... Well, actually this Siphi is very squishy. Actually, we might be able to just kill him without... Actually, I should have done the block damage. Maybe I just time it with Whale and it might work, but... Yeah, this is gonna be a weird fight. I screwed it up. I should have done the block damage at the start, actually. That was stupid of me. But yeah, I have the wrong team against this team comp though. Yeah, I think by the time that Mortal gets a turn, it's a slow build. The Whale is probably ended already, so he can just kill the Helicat and I lose this one. Yeah, it sucks to have so basic roster that it's so easily, like, it's easy to like chessmate me. If I picked something else like Mountain King, I would not I will not have enough damage to kill this team, so I mean, if he doesn't kill my Helicat, then I will have enough damage to defeat this now, but it's gonna take me so long to kill his team that I'm sure I will lose to Peril. But it was kind of too late to do something else. I was actually gonna go with Kaimar and just hope that I would buff strip him and try to kill it before it gets turns, but I was too slow and I didn't do that either. I think it may have already broke the second barrel there. Yeah, my dodge is definitely easy enough tanky to take a barrel hit, but the issue is that I'm not gonna have the whale up all the time. With Kaimar I would at least have some CC, though it would constantly do A1s, but with the buff strip I might have been able to kill this team a bit easier, or like faster. But yeah, this strategy definitely has flaws, and the other team with Mortu was issue as well. So like this guy did pick Mortu before I even picked Kaimar, even though I saved it as the last pick. Yeah, but the issue is that I picked the Helicat, and he knows that if he bans the Rotos, I'm not gonna have enough damage with Helicat, so I have to use the block damage. Well, that sucks. This is definitely not gonna be bulletproof strategy like using Harima and Taras, but maybe I need to mix it up, and some fights I will go with the Helicat and some fights I will go with the Kaimar team. Some of the fights went really well though, so... Okay, I think it's the time of the video again to check if there's anything going on in the Reddit, since I'm having like a minute queue. Oh yeah, I saw some people asking me if I'm gonna participate in the event where you get souls for Arthak or whatever the new Burn champion was called. But I'm definitely not gonna go for it. In general, I rarely participate in events unless they're for fusions. The only thing that I do go for is tier 2 soul essence. Or the tokens for it, but I'm not going for any champions or skins or anything like that, or split souls, because it's not gonna like... I'm not gonna be able to do it anyway, so I don't even try to go for them. Let's try it this time that maybe we will go with the Kaimar strategy, but we will use UDK instead of Necrat. Or maybe if this looks like a team where I need to go with the Helicat team, then I will just pick Necrat and do it, but let's try open our picks this way instead. Oh fuck. Oh, he went with Ramanto, that's interesting. Oh fuck, he picked like... well, I guess there is still Python, but considering those picks, I will definitely go with Kaimar in this team. It might actually disrupt a team like this decently, because it might not get buff strip because of the stone skin, and then it might interrupt him and not let his Georgid have a turn or something. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go with Georgid, so I would guess. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, was I gonna miss the the Kaimar again? Let's just leave the Nuker for last, and then I will think what I should do. I actually think the Mountain King isn't geared right now, because I was testing this strategy with Samson instead of Staldus, but it was just a lot worse, and I didn't end up going for it, so... Samson could be okay against a team like this, so I could consider using him, but now I don't have any... Oh, okay. Now I don't have any bolster in my team, so that is a giant issue. I'm going to be very squeezy now. Let's go with Staldus though, because it is Force Affinity against 2 magic nukers, but like I said, I don't have Necret Ally protection, and I don't have any bolster, so it's not that easy. Maybe I get lucky and I get weak hit on. Should I ban the Arbiter? Let's go for the Arbiter ban. This might seem kind of dumb, that why am I not banning one of the nukers or Duchess? But I think my Kaimar should definitely go first now. Or there's a chance that the Duchess and Ramantu might go before it, but the nukers are definitely not going to, so this might be good. Ah, he locked my Kaimar out with Ronda. I didn't see what happened, but I guess that's what happened. That's not good. I guess, okay, nice. At least, well, my Staldus can still die before it gets a turn if... Okay, good. He can still weak hit on me, so there's a chance that I can take this. Oh, the Duchess isn't very tanky. Yeah, I guess he's gonna wipe my team, but I'm gonna revive Staldus, so I might be okay. Also, I proc the passive now, so he's not gonna like insta-kill me after I do the revive. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, okay, it makes sense that the Duchess is in resistance build because it doesn't look very tanky. Okay, I think we should be good. I mean, this was a lot lower rated opponent, so I'm kind of bullying the plebs, and then I'm getting owned by the Taras team, so it's kind of did for that, and I'm not really doing insanely well, but win is a win. I'm gaining points, but I was hoping that I would do better than I am doing, though. I had a big loss streak here, and maybe I just got a bit unlucky. If I could get 4 wins in a row now, I could beat 3000 points. Let's try to aim for it today. Oh fuck, I forgot to see if the video was lagging or not. What is Bronco Gaming Discord? I've never heard about that. I mean, I know Campfire Cult, of course, but I heard that Discord hasn't been... Like, I thought that Discord stopped working as well. Let's go for Duchess first pick this time. Yeah, not a lot... I was just gonna say that there's not a lot of PvP talk in Raid Discord, but what is his best nuker? There isn't that many options, so... Wait. Not really the kind of question that I was looking for. Should I go with the Kaimar strategy against this? Well, let's give it a go. Well, let's see what he picks. I do want to go with Nakarada against the Harima. Otherwise, it can screw up Protoss pretty well. Okay, what is this guy's best nuker? Yeah, Ronda. I mean, there's not too much to... Well, oh, it wasn't that one. This one. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I guess Queen Eva. It's not really... He doesn't really have any great options. Okay, this team is gonna be very tanky. Can I really do this with Staldos? But it's not going to be that... Yeah, let's go with Kaimar and Staldos. Let's see what happens. I think he might just actually ban the Duchess because his team is so tanky that he might think it's better to just try to like make sure that I can't hang in the fight for long and try to stall it against me, and then he will win eventually. Interesting choice of the last nuker. I could totally let him have the Tormin. Maybe I should let him go with double nuker. Let's do this. This might be... If he bans... There's no way that he's gonna ban Staldos. Let's ban the Siphi. Yeah, no way he's gonna ban Staldos. That's just not gonna happen, so... Maybe I can do it? We will see. He doesn't have the defense buff, but his team is still going to be pretty tanky, so... I hope that it's probably not going to be... Usually they are pretty fast nowadays, like Maritskas. Okay, yeah, it's a fast one. Or like semi-fast one. I was gonna say that I hope it's not super slow Stone Skin, but those builds are kind of out of fashion at this point. Fuck. I hope I don't proc the poison passive. Okay, great. I didn't want to go for sleep because it looked like I was gonna go before his snookers anyway. Ah, fuck, I forgot about that. Still, it was better to save the sleep for later. I should probably try to go for the Harima, because he doesn't have direct revive. If I just kill the Harima, then my Rotos can do some serious damage. I mean, he does have UDA too, but... Okay, do I want to go for the reset or... I probably have to go for the reset just to... Yeah, I will do it. Just to get... heal my Necret. I need to play it smart this time. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Why did he have to get the Harima? If that didn't happen, if somebody else hit my Necret, I would have done the A2 on Harima with Necret, and Harima might have died, or if it didn't die, regardless, I would have healed my Necret and I would have been good, but I think that's it for this fight. If the Harima was dead, now I could kill the Maritska and win, but... Oh yeah, yes, UDK, fuck. I can't even do that, never mind. Well, Stone Skin ended and Harima is slept. Maybe I have a tiny chance of comeback. It will be finally the win at this point, but yeah, I definitely went with the wrong team in the end. Oh, nice extra. I think that's it. I think that should be a win for us. Well, I guess I could weak hit on the Harima. As long as maybe if my Staldus is faster and goes before, but... Oh yeah, he has the UDK, never mind. Maybe I still lost the fight. If the Harima has like A2 or something and kills Staldus, then that's it. Okay. Great. Well, that was super close. I probably should have gone with a different team, but it was pretty hard team, so... I think he went with what's it called? The Tormin, because he was expecting me to go with Helicat. This is a common counter that people do against Helicat teams nowadays in live arena, but I ended up not even going with Helicat in that fight. I wanted to try Kaimar in this video, and I have used him before. Like, I've had couple times similar ideas that I need to use Kaimar, but I think now is the best time to go for Kaimar with the chains in Polymorph. There's definitely, you could just use Kaimar in a speed team or something, so it doesn't have to be in the setup that I'm using, but you definitely can make some use out of resistance Kaimar build. Maybe you could just go with Sifi Arbiter, Kaimar, and then do Nukers. I think that would probably be pretty good as well. I think if I have to go for the first pick, I should still go with Duchess instead of Necret. I think Necret is a great pick, but I think he's a terrible first pick. Or not terrible, but Duchess or UDK I think is my best blind picks. Okay, he went with the... This name sounds kind of familiar. Maybe I know him, I'm not 100% sure, but he did pick my champion, so maybe he does. Oh, my Ronda is scared. I could go with Ronda. I forgot about that. Ronda would be able to potentially kill this Roto 7 through UDK. Maybe I should, depending on his team, but maybe I should go with Staldus, Ronda and Kaimar. My team will be very squishy though, it depends what he picks. It's not looking too good. Maybe I will go with something else than Kaimar. Actually, maybe I will just go with the Kaimar. The Ukko is gonna be a pain for Ronda though. Oh fuck. Okay, I will go with Kaimar, but who is the last one? I could go with Samson, but Samson is gonna... well, it would be funny to use the Samson. Maybe I should use the Samson just for fun. The issue is that he's gonna weak hit on Rotos, and Rotos is gonna destroy him, but I don't... should I go for... He has triple force affinity, let's just go with Samson. Ronda would be good against Rotos, but it's gonna get screwed by everybody else. And if he picks something that is faster, like, it's pretty easy to just one-shot the Ronda. Let's just go with this. Okay, yeah, he went with quadruple force affinity team, so maybe Samson was the right choice. Also, I can totally ban the Rotos in this team. I think I'm definitely just gonna ban the Rotos. Yeah. Rotos could easily destroy Samson, but it will be kind of funny to use Samson against a team where everybody is force affinity. Also, even though I don't have Reviver, I think with this team I can stay in the fight surprisingly long without Reviver, because Samson can take some hits, and Saldos is going to be protected by Necret, and the Kaimar is in Stone Skin, so it's not like he can one-shot me with these champions. Maybe I can actually win this. Yeah, let's open with the buff strip. Maybe we can make this Harima lose a turn, hopefully. Oh, okay, that went way better than I expected. I should probably just go for the AoE nuke and not A1. Should I, though? Nah, let's just go for the AoE nuke. I could just A1 the Ukko, but nah. I'm gonna follow it up with Samson nuke anyway. Oh, wait, can I just end it right here? Now, I have made videos about Samson before. Basically, he has one AoE nuke that hits kind of okay if you get a kill. It basically does double damage if you get a kill. And then this other skill just gives him like crit damage, accuracy buff, and extra turn. Usually I will save it after the nuke and just use it to reduce the cooldown of his AoE nuke. But since I'm resetting his skills with Kaimar anyway, I open with that. But the next turn on him, I will just do the AoE nuke and not use that skill again. I was actually thinking that if... nice, we won the fight. I was thinking that if I ever get Harima, which I really hope I will, but it would be kind of fun to try something similar as I did just now in that fight, that I go with triple nuker, Harima, Rotos and Samson, and likely I'm gonna get 2 or 3 of them because when you go with triple nuker, usually they don't ban any of them, and if Necret protects one of them, or if I just have bolster or whatever, all of them can basically pretty often get a turn even if they go second, and that might be a way that I could fight against those super tanky teams with Taras and Marichka. Anyway, we got a Samson win, that's interesting. Ah fuck, I still forgot to check if the video is lagging. I really hope this video isn't lagging because I think this is a bit more unique video and I was kind of looking forward to this one. That's why I started making it, even though I was planning to do it later, but hopefully the entire video isn't screwed by some kind of glitch with the game. Ukko and Arbiter. He could go for some kind of bomb team in this fight. Well, I did go with the Dutch's first pick and not UDK, so if he does go with bomb team, it's not... At least I'm opening with my best options against it. Okay, it's not the bomb team. I'm assuming the last champion is still going to be either Georgit or bombs, but it's a bit different speed team. Now, if I had something very specific, I could just ban the Arbiter and get locked out. What do I want to do? I could go with Mortu. Wait, if I go with Rotos and Mortu, both of them can deal with this. I could just do that. Should I do it? I'm tempted to do it, but I could just go with the stuff that I was planning to go with. Ah, fuck it. Let's go with the Mortu. Let's spice things up. Let's try to counter him. I went with Python because now I will have some heals that I will get even if I'm locked out, so... And I'm kind of doing the same thing that the other guy did to me, that he has to use... If I ban his last champion, he can't really... I don't think he really can kill me with Helicat if he doesn't use block damage. Yeah, okay. He went with Folly. I think we're just gonna ban the Folly and see how it goes. I'm not sure how is this gonna go, but it doesn't look terrible, to be honest. Like, Rotos is able to get his cooldowns back even if he's locked out, and I have some heals in my team, so actually it kind of looks good to me, to be honest. And Mortu might proc Peril at some point, so... If he doesn't use Lockout... Okay, if he doesn't use Lockout, I will basically win instantly, since it's a squeezy speed team. And he instantly procced Peril now, or like the passive. I don't know if we got Peril, but we did proc the passive. And I will have decent amount of sustain even against the Warlord. Okay, the video isn't lagging anymore. I guess changing those settings was good enough. Great. I guess the start of the video is a bit laggy, but we got fixed it in the end. Maybe, yeah, it was some issue with the client settings and the video, or some kind of bug, but when I turned off those extra settings, the video is fine again. Ah, damn it, we didn't get the Peril. I should have waited out that turn and keep him in suspense. Oh, nice, maybe we procced Peril there. Thing is that he doesn't have Harima in his team, so if I just proc one Peril, I will win this fight, and he has to surrender at that point. Nice. His Arbiter got Polymorph. I don't think I have ever seen Arbiter getting Polymorph before. That's the first time. Well, I'm definitely using some unusual picks today and doing like surprisingly well, considering I've been using Mortu, I've been using Samson, Kaimar, Staldus, kind of weird picks to be honest. Even for me, it's a bit unusual choice. Okay, we got the Peril. I think that's it. He's just gonna surrender at this point. Maybe, maybe he doesn't. But even if Rotos is perma locked out, I would eventually end it with him. Okay, I guess in that fight, unlike some of the other fights that I lost, I actually made a good decision in the end, and I noticed like a pattern in his team that I could abuse by using different setup that I was originally planning. But the idea with this setup, I have thought about this kind of thing before, I think I've used it as well, but basically Rotos and Mortu both have potential to end the fight even if he's locked out. So let's say that he did ban the Mortu in that fight, I still could have beaten it with just Rotos. I will just need to proc some extra turn with A1, and if I just get one A3 I will win it. So either way it was very threatening to him, and in some other fights I can't let him have the lockout, because if it's gonna be like Rotos and Staldus as my nukers, he's just gonna ban Rotos and I don't have any chance to kill enemy team if I'm locked out with Staldus. But Rotos can do it, Mortu can do it in specific situations, like Taras can do it in specific situations. Rotos isn't the only champion, but it is one of the more consistent champions that can do it. And it's the only one that I have on my account, so Candy can do it as well, kind of, so especially if you have some ally attack champions in your team that might be in resistance or fast enough that they get their cooldowns back. I wonder which champion I should put in thumbnail, because I think I was assuming that I was gonna use Kaimara, which I wasn't sure if I would just abandon it halfway during the video, but I was gonna put Kaimar, but it's kind of tempting to put Samson. But I think if I just use him in one fight, I'm not gonna put Samson. But there is definitely some potential clickbait in this video that I see. I think we're definitely gonna go with UDK. This is another one of those situations that we see what team he's going for, so I'm gonna adjust my team and we will go with the UDK. I don't want to let him have UDK, because if he had that combination, the UDK passive with Helicat passive is just too good, and I don't really have many great ways to deal with it. I guess like if he doesn't go with lockout, I could ban the Rotos and maybe go with Mortar, but we don't know what happens, so I'm not gonna take any wild chances like that. I mean, I guess I could still go with Mortar depending what type of team he picks. Okay. This team definitely screams of Kaimar. And who's gonna be the last one? I guess it's just gonna be Staltus, I think. It doesn't look that threatening though, like the first two champions are... I need to be aware of them. But now there's not many, like... all of them are okay, but it's not super threatening team and there's no lockout, so I can basically ban whoever I want, and I'm just gonna go for the more to ban since I do have a lot of AoE in my team. Wait, what? Ah, fuck. Did I do it again? I didn't go with 2 nuke. Okay, he went easy on me. Fuck. Ah, what the fuck did I do again? I went without nuker. I think I don't know what happened there. I thought that I had a second nuker, but this is definitely not the first time that I do this. This is why I don't want to, like, ban the enemy nukers when they do it, because I do this accidentally too, so sometimes you need to give a bit of leniency. Okay, thanks a lot for not banning the Staltus, but I definitely didn't do that on purpose. He picked the Rotos and Helicat, and I forgot that I couldn't pick them, and then I only had 1 nuker, so that was kind of funny. Do I want to go for the buff strip just yet? Maybe I don't, because he's gonna... let's just go for A1. So that I can try to buff strip the block damage, though he does have a lot of stone skin in his team. Damn, that was so dumb though. I hate losing the fights when I accidentally pick only 1 nuker. It's so frustrating. And if I win now, I know that it's gonna be very frustrating to him, because he basically gave me the win, so either way this fight is gonna ruffle some feathers. Speaking from experience. Do I want to go... Yeah, I'm just gonna do the A3 just to get the defense buff up. Even though it's not really gonna do any damage, but it's actually gonna help him a bit, because he healed the Rotos up with Python A1. But I think it was probably still worth it. I'm gonna reset the cooldowns anyway, so... Yeah, now I will kill Rotos with... Well, maybe not with that shield. I thought that I was gonna kill the Rotos with the A2, but probably I will not kill him now, yeah. Should I just go for the Python? It does have defense. Now let's go for the Rotos. Maybe he will use the revive, and if he does, then I'm totally fine with that. I hope he does use the revive, but he might just save it. Wait, what? Why is Rotos alive again? I don't know if I'm getting some kind of lag or bugs, but it looks like the Rotos is revive and Python didn't take a turn, so I don't know what happened. What the fuck? Maybe the Python took a turn. I'm super confused. pretty sure I killed the Rotos. Okay, yeah, it's just bug. It keeps showing that the Python is full turn meter, but I think it took a turn there and it's just bugging out and it's not showing the animations. I don't know why, but the animations get skipped fairly frequently in Live Arena. That's why I was kind of suspecting that, because it wouldn't have been the first time. And every time I'm still super confused at what's going on. But yeah, with Staldos having 2 AoE nukes and Kaimar resets, even though he doesn't do like insane amount of damage, it's kind of fun because he will do so many AoE nukes. But yeah, for this guy, if you happen to see this video, I'm sorry I didn't pick 2 nukers, but thanks for not banning my only nuker, but that was my bad. Well, we got to 3000 points because he basically gave us a free win, but it is what it is. I have definitely given away more free wins in that type of situations than people have given me, so let's put it that way. But yeah, it's not like utter domination. We're definitely having very hard time against some of those better teams with like Taras and Maritska and so on. But against these a bit less OP teams, the Kaimar strategy is doing pretty well. And maybe you can use Kaimar now with... I mean, you can use everything with Taras and Maritska, but I'm sure it will work very well with them as well. I think actually, like, some people that use Taras offense in like top classic arena, they do use Kaimar in their offense team, so... what do I want to pick? This is kind of weird team, but I'm suspecting that it's going to be like maybe Charged. Yeah, definitely gonna be Charged. Fuck. Brakus will be funny, but the Kaimar is gonna... I mean, the Kamandu is gonna block the passive, but Kaimar is gonna be great in this fight. I just need to decide who's gonna be my second nuker. I guess it's gonna be... Wait, should I go with Samson? I'm fucking tempted to go with Samson. I probably made a mistake there, but let's go with Samson. Fuck it. The issue with Samson, maybe I'm gonna regret this, but if he bans my Reviver, it's gonna be good, but well, actually maybe it can be either way good, but Necret is gonna protect Rotos, so if Rotos is banned, it's gonna... I think it's gonna protect Duchess, I hope it does. I'm pretty sure I changed it to work that way. I mean Arbiter, which is gonna be my last pick. I could go with Python. Actually... Fuck, nah, fuck. I was gonna change it to Python, but then I misclicked to Ukko and now I've fucked myself. Which is not even the first time on this video, so... God damn it. Okay. I guess Mitrala can be okay. He doesn't have turn meter boost, so... Mitrala actually does have buff strip, it isn't the worst option. What the fuck do I want to ban? Let's ban the Mortu. I'm kind of playing... He probably wanted me to ban the Mortu, but let's ban it. Yeah. What the fuck is this fight? Like, he's using like... I don't even remember. He's using like Aelil and Mortu, and I'm using like Samson. This looks like Bronze 1 fight. This doesn't really look like a gold Live Arena fight. I don't know what is either one of us doing. Like, this is the weirdest teams that I have ever seen. Even weirder than the setups people were using on the first week on Live Arena. What is going on here? Okay, we survived somehow. I think we're good at this point, yeah. I'm just gonna get Actually, it would makes more sense to kill Aelil, but let's actually kill Ramandu just to make sure that it doesn't cut in, because it looked like it was full turn meter. If I can just get one turn on Mitrala in between his snookers, then I'm good. That's why I went for the Ramandu and not Aelil, who is the main damage dealer. But now, since I got rid of the boss and I got some shield, there's no way I can lose. Okay, that was the weirdest fight ever. I made a big mistake. He picked a very weird team. Clearly he's lacking in champions. Nobody is using Aelil because they want to. Like, if you're using Aelil, it's for the same reason as I'm using Samson. You're like extremely desperate and you don't have good champions on your account. So I kind of feel bad for everybody that is using Aelil in Arena. I mean, if you have to use Aelil, you know that you have some big issues on your account. I mean, I say that, but if I had Aelil, I would definitely use it. Well, at least I will try it, but I'm not sure if it even would be better than my other options. Okay, this is definitely going to be the last fight of the day. And we had a big lose streak at one point, but overall we have been doing very well today. It was definitely worth it to stay up to do this video and not go sleep like I was going to. Like, I was gonna go to sleep and make this video later today. Like, right now I'm basically playing in the middle of night, but I was helping somebody with those tag teams, tag arena teams, and the Kaimar thing sounded so good idea that I really wanted to give it a go. And fuck. Then I was just gonna do a couple fights to test it and see if I want to try it on video. And it kind of looked promising, and then I actually was like, fuck it, let's just stay up and do a video. It's not like I have anything important going on tomorrow, so. Okay, when the first two bigs are Siphi and Maritzka, it's not good. Like, those are the best support champions that there is in the game, and I'm expecting that he's gonna go with like Maritzka, Harima, or I mean Taras and Harima, or he could go with some insane team like after those champions. Both of them kind of enable very strong things, so it's very scary if he opens with those picks. If I had either one of those champions, my account would be like insanely better than it is. Just one of them. Okay, he could have picked worse things. I was kind of expecting like some combination of Taras, Harima and Georgie, but we only got one of them. He does have 6-star blessing on the Ragas though. That's of note, or he even has it on Harima as well. And both of them are on Polymorph, so maybe Kaimar isn't the best option this time. Yeah, maybe I will go with the Helicat strategy. I can ban anybody in his team even if he picks a buff stripper or lockout, so it might be fine. Yeah, I guess the last fight is kind of going to be my old ways, but I'm not sure if I used this team in any other fight. Maybe I did once or something very close to it, but most of the fights were with those new setups. Okay, come on, let's win the last fight and this will be one like great video for me. I kind of need some morale boost because it's kind of getting like, you know, a bit demotivating to always complain about the same champions and that I don't have champions, and I keep getting owned with the same things and I still use the same teams against them because I can't come up with anything else. So it was nice to do something new and do pretty well with it. And I hit the 3000 benchmark. Even if I lose this fight, then I will still stay over 3000 points. I think I even have a chance to win this fight. I have fought against these types of teams before, and it's not completely impossible for me to win. The one thing that I have learned from experience that I need to be aware of in this one is that even if the Ragas doesn't do that much damage generally, but it does do the decreased defense with its AoE, and it can destroy the Duchess in one turn, so I need to keep the Duchess protected by the Necret. It might look very good, and then suddenly the Ragas just destroys my Duchess and I lose the fight that I was winning. So you don't want to underestimate the Ragas too much, even though it's not as scary as something like Taras or Rotos or Harima, yeah, or Georgid. And this guy has high level polymorph, so I need to be very careful who I hit with my... Wait, can you move this? Okay. I need to be very careful who I hit with my champions that have CEC on their A1. So basically, Siphi is the only one who doesn't have it, so I should try to mostly hit Siphi. Which works fine for me, because that's the first champion I want to kill on his team anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna save the AoE nuke. I'm actually mostly just gonna spam A1 on the Siphi, and if he doesn't have the defense buff up on his team, which he might just have pretty much 100% uptime, fuck, that defense down is gonna hurt the damage of Helicat a lot, but if he doesn't, then that's the time to go for AoE nuke. Or after Maritska or Siphi does a revive, then it's a good time. When they don't have boss, and killing them will make them lose turn meter. I do like the build on Necret. Like, this is, like, as I mentioned before, it's a combination of my two different Necret builds that I was running. It's like 180 speed bolster in reaction, so it is neither super fast or super slow, and it's not in refresh but reaction, but it's kind of, I'm trying to get best out of the both worlds, so, and it seems to be pretty good. The heals from the bolster are very important, so I haven't been using the shield set Necret in live arena for a while. I've been using it in my classic arena defense, but only there. Not that I can compete in classic arena anyway, so my best setups are not going to be great, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. Like, I really try to do well on last reset, and I think I got 110, which is like good, like depending what's your goal and your account and so on, but compared to how I used to do much better in past with much worse teams than I have now, it is very demotivating and frustrating, because I was finishing top 20 even when I didn't have a Duchess. Like, when my defense team was Cardiel, Mithrala, Rotos, Necret, I was finishing top 20 with that, or when my defense team was Arbiter, Rector, Rotos, Vogot, I was finishing top 50 with that, so like, and top 100 is, I've had like top 200 finishes as well, like many times recently, so top 100 isn't like, it's a good finish for me nowadays, so it is kind of frustrating. Not that I can really complain about finishing top 100, because I'm sure my account isn't in top 100 best accounts in the game anyway, so... But still, it kind of feels like I'm like it's like a ground that I have won, and I shouldn't go like backwards, but I am going backwards and finishing worse than I was doing several years ago when my account was much worse than it is now. And I know that if Taras and Maritska were removed from the game, I would instantly start finishing top 20 regularly again, just like I was before they were released, and even for a while after they were released, because so few people had them. Okay, I got pretty lucky there. Damn, everybody has Polymorph. If this Nakarada gets Polymorphed, I'm in trouble, but when your champion is Polymorphed, the A1 that you have in sheep form, I think it has 15% chance to break the sheep instantly, and that happened there, so I guess it's gonna die before it gets another turn though. Oh, it didn't. Nice. Well, it's still gonna die, but he doesn't have Sifi. I'm sure I can get the Helicat up eventually. I don't think he's gonna end the fight just yet. It kind of looks like I'm losing though. I was hoping for a win on the last fight of the good session, but I don't think it's gonna happen. His team is very tanky. I mean, he is running like 2 defense snookers and Maritska and Sifi, so of course it is very tanky, but still. Yeah, and the Harima damage is starting to amp up, so it's not looking good. Come on, let me just have like one... yeah, I think it's over. I don't think I'm even gonna get... Yeah, I'm not even gonna get another block damage up with Helicat. I think it's over now. I mean, it's like... It's maybe the least OP thing about Maritska, because everything about her is like ridiculously OP, but even her A1 is fucking doing ally attacks with the A1, it's so stupid. Imagine getting destroyed by the A1 of a support champion. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even trying anymore, but since the Duchess is dead, I don't think there's any way to make a comeback. Yeah, the Maritska is tanky and fast enough that I'm not gonna have enough damage. Yeah, let's just surrender this fight. It's too good team for me. Anyway, that's a slight a bit of like despair in the end, but otherwise the session went pretty well. Even after these 3 losses, I think I had like 5 win streak or maybe even more, so it went pretty well. Okay, so some of those teams were not really the best that I thought. He's even using it in defense. I don't know if this guy likes Aelil or he's just memeing with it, but Aelil is one of those meme champions that is not very good. I remember when Aelil was announced and everybody was like super hyped that Aelil is gonna change the game, and it's going to be insane. And I think they did like guaranteed, I think they had like 10x event for Aelil, and then they did a guaranteed event for it, and that pissed off people. Correct me if I recall wrong, but there definitely was guaranteed event for it. And then tons of people went for him, and then everybody was like, damn, he sucks, and he's like, he's not worth using as a nuker. The only thing that people ended up using him, which was actually kind of meta for a while, is that he does have attacks one enemy, steals all buffs from the target the first time this champion hits the enemy with this skill. This effect cannot be resisted. He was literally only used for this skill. Like, people were using him in a bomb team with Astralit and Tuhanarak, and they were using his A1 to remove immunity from Mitralas, because back then it was meta to run Mitrala in immunity set so that it can't be bombed and it will cleanse the bombs and so on. And people were using Aelil just for the A1 to remove the immunity buff from Mitralas that have like 1,200 resistance that you can buff strip. And that was kind of good, but Aelil has never been used as a nuker. That's the only thing that he was good for a brief while, but it's been a long time since people have used Aelil for anything except the last guy, I guess, likes Aelil because he used it and he has it in defense. Anyway, that's it for this video. I think my verdict is that you definitely want to think about Kaimar and resistance build debuffers now. Maybe you don't want to go with the same team that I'm using. Maybe you don't have as good champions, or maybe you have much better champions, but I think many types of accounts can find ways to use Kaimar in live arena now. I mean, he was kind of usable before as well, but I think the Polymorph update makes him kind of more interesting to use. But anyway, that's it for this video, and have a great day.